Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in for this video. So I've been asked to record a video about why your divine masculine acts the way they do, why they ignore you, ghost you, block you, why they don't communicate their feelings with you, why they can't be truly in their present moment or their feelings the way the feminine is. And for this, I'm going to use the True Love reading cards to kind of talk to you a bit about this. And I've done various videos on this. You'll find them in the Twin Flame archive playlist. And we talk about why they ghost you, why they ignore you, why they behave the way they do, why they treat you like you're invisible or you don't mean anything to them. And it's purely the way they deal with processing their feelings, the way they process their emotions. The Divine Feminine's journey is about standing strong. It's about becoming a warrior. And you're already in your truth. You're being authentic, true to who you are. The masculine's journey is different. They have to gain courage to leave society, to move away from all of their core beliefs and what they believe in to be with you. This means that they have to accept things. They have to trust the journey, and you have to trust the process of the journey, that they learn and grow at the same time. The time they're meant to for their soul. So you can't make it happen, you can't force it to happen, and you can't blame your twin either, because they are doing it at their own pace in their own way for their own soul growth and learning. And they will realise at some point on their journey that you are their one. And they may know that now in their heart, they just may not know how to communicate it to you. So if you see your divine masculine in the street or at an event or wherever you see them and they run from you, it doesn't mean they hate you. It doesn't mean they don't want to talk to you. It means at that moment they can't handle their emotions, they can't communicate their feelings, so they run away. Like a child does, and I've spoke about this before. This is why they block, ghost, ignore. They're like children. If you're having a go at your child, or, if there's an argument going on, or, if your child hears something they don't like, they'll go and hide in the room. And most of the time they slam the door. All your masculine is doing is acting out like a child. Instead of facing things and speaking like an adult and having a conversation, they'd rather run and hide behind that closed door and come out when they are ready and not before. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know? Well, first of all, feminine, no matter what is happening with your masculine, no matter what they are saying to you, if they are saying they don't care for you, if they're ignoring you, you have to not take it personally. And it's an opportunity for you to shine your light even brighter and be luminous in who you are, because your luminosity will guide them forward to you. You have to shine your light. That's part of your journey, that you have to get to a place of power no matter what is going on the outside world. And the masculine set their own boundaries down. They set their boundaries by running away, by not coping with things. That's how they deal with it. And this may mean that you put up your own walls and your boundaries. Well, all walls have to be broken down. But it's good to have boundaries set, because your masculine will make you know what you don't want. And he'll also make you know what you do want. So your masculine will give you strength and clarity about the type of relationship that you want and how you deserve to be treated. So your masculine is a great lesson for you to learn self-worth, self-healing, so that you set boundaries with yourself and start to love and respect yourself. And you want your masculine to be chivalrous, to be the person you want them to be, the emperor, so that they can come forward to you with emotion. They can speak their truth. And I know that during this time it's hard, because on Valentine's Day, you wish that your masculine would turn up at your door and whisk you away for somewhere beautiful, to have a beautiful date, a candlelit meal, and share sweet nothings with each other. But in spiritual truth and reality, that more than likely won't happen. That's what his higher self will want to do. But if you're in separation, you have to realise that would you want your twin any other way? You know, your masculine has to get to this point where they are ready to be their self, and you are the sacred woman. You are their sacred woman. So you are strong and powerful. And this is showing the power that's within you. That you create worlds. You change your reality by the way you think. You have the power to deal with anything. Do not take this journey personally. The angel is saying right now your masculine is distorted. That means he's working on himself. You can see in this card there's so much going on. And he's holding a big time there. You know, he's holding a watch there. Don't worry about the time. It's all in divine timing. The sunshine is shining on this, which means your light is shining on this, and the light of heaven is moving it on. So you allow your masculine to heal, because if your masculine is distorted right now, which means the way they see their journey is distorted, it's broken, it's not right for them, they have to heal in their own way. And use this time as a time for you to create, to manifest, to go within, to gain balance in your life, to understand who you are, to enjoy your freedom. You know, there you are feeling free, and there's the rainbow of protection. You're gaining spiritual maturity. Both of you are, but you're becoming stronger. Feminines, you're becoming wiser, and you know the candle is burning there, that it is an eternal flame, and that the commitment is real. So you have to trust in the journey. You have to trust in the process, that the commitment is very, very real. And the distorted feminine is also healing. So if your masculine is distorted, it's because you are distorted too in a different way, because you're healing each other. You know, when your masculine blocks you, ignores you, ghosts you, runs away from you, and you react and take it personally, this shows that the way you see things are also distorted, because you believe the lie at that moment, that they don't care for you, that it's not real, that you've made it up, that you're going crazy, and that makes you feel distorted, and that means you've got work to do. So you have to trust in the compatibility of this connection. You have to trust in this connection, because you're both gaining spiritual maturity from this connection. You're both there on the path together, on the right path together. And this is union up here. And you take many twists and turns along the way, but you are moving forward towards union together. You're finding a way to union together. That's where you are. And you are the divine feminine. So when you start realizing all of this, not taking it personally, trusting in who you are, you become strong. You stand strong in your power, and you know that you have to forgive. You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive your twin. You have to forgive the journey for beating you up and knocking you down. But you realise it's making you stronger. So forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. In fact, you've done everything right, because you were soulmates. And you know, there isn't a twin flame card in here. Soulmates, twin flames, this is what I mean. It's a divine connection. Some of you may even look for a soulmate at this time, because you're allowing your twin the time, the space and the room to work on them. But if you're waiting for your masculine, then you understand that this connection is real. You work on you, your worthiness, and you start to feel worthy of great love. You start to realise that you deserve love, and that your masculine deserves you. So you and your twin will be mirroring each other at this point, working on your own worthiness, the power, the strength, and finding inner peace, because you have to find inner peace on this journey. Otherwise you go crazy. It will make you feel crazy inside you, you know. So you have to meditate, contemplate, go within. Take time for you, work on you, and deal with the sexuality as well. You know, some of you are in same-sex relationships, and some of the masculines are working on their sexuality right now, being true to who they are. But this is more than likely connected with the energy you feel for your twin. It's very sexual. The power is real. And that's the intimacy of the connection. Whether you're 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 miles apart, or you're in the next street or the same room, you feel the intimacy. The intimacy never goes. It's always there, no matter how far apart you are. And you are the gardener. That means that you can create what you want in your mind, because the garden is in your mind. The thoughts you think create things. They are the seeds that you plant that create the magic. So be the gardener of your life right now and get rid of all the negative feelings and enjoy the freedom of being you. So while your masculine's doing all the crazy things that he's doing, you focus on you and realize the truth that you are protected, that this rainbow is watching over you, that you have all the support you need from heaven, and that, at the right time, your masculine will come forward to you with that emotion and date you and show you the way. You may even choose to date others at this time or date yourself. Get to know yourself. That's what the angel is saying. It's about getting to know yourself at this time. And you tend the garden. So you've got the gardener and the garden, because the gardener tends the garden. And the garden is creating your reality right now. What you're planting now, you'll reap later. So sow the seeds now of the future you want to create, because that's part of your life purpose. So while your masculine's off doing their thing, you work on you. You operate from your heart space. You're forgiving, letting go, and having compassion for everything. And that will lead to sexual freedom. It will lead to the power between the two of you, that you can connect on every single level. And it will allow you to be creative and work on what you want. And your creativity and the passions for your creativity will open a doorway for you and your twin to be together. Because you're learning self-respect right now. You're moving forward. You're starting to realise what you deserve by reparenting yourself, by being kind to yourself, by loving the inner you. And that's what's going to build your masculine into the divine masculine. So he's no longer the distorted masculine, because he's becoming stronger. So when you work on you and allow him to work on him, and you don't care about the consequences because you trust in the connection and the power of the connection, you give it to heaven. And then he starts transforming and becoming who he truly is, because the love is real. The love is real, and you feel that love in every moment, and it brings in peace and serendipity. And your man, your masculine, your stag is there, and you're there. So you may not be able to see each other, you may not be in physical union, but it's just around the corner, and your stag is waiting for you, and conflict has been resolved. So when you send love and stop chasing, your masculine will have no other option but to go within and work on self. And that's when they realise how much they adore you. And that will lead to everything you want flowing in, including money, abundance, health. Everything you're desiring will start flowing in, because the connection is real, it's true, it's magical. And that will lead you to emotional freedom. So the angel's saying to you, if you're worried about the fear of communication, that it's not happening, you have to find emotional freedom. You have to let go of the fear. You have to trust in the power of the connection, because the connection will overcome all things. It will get where it needs to be eventually. But your job as a divine feminine is not to blame your twin. You have to realise your masculine is being courageous in his own way by finding his own way. So you have to allow him and her to find their way back to you, and you have to work on you. And when I keep saying do your work on you, it's not me being harsh or nasty. It's me saying for your higher good, when you do all of this, when you start finding the love within you, when you start focusing on you and your dreams and your goals and what makes your heart sing, then you're filling up your own cup, and you're not asking another to fulfill you, because no other should fulfill you, because you have to fill yourself up. That's why we're born into separate bodies. It may be one soul, or wherever you believe it to be, that's been split down the middle and put into two separate bodies. But you are your own being. So you have to find your own way. You have to realise you come into this world on your own, and you leave this world on your own. So find yourself on your own. When you find yourself happy, just being you, enjoying life, you'll realise how powerful and strong you are. And you realise that when you feel like that, everything else will flow to you. You won't have to fight for it. You won't have to manifest it. It will just come to you. Everything you've been wanting for so long will just flow into your existence. So let go, surrender. If your masculine's ignoring you or behaving like an idiot, let them be, Don't take it personally. Work on you, because you're what's important, and the universe and heaven have got you. I hope this helps. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.